welcome back to Lalisha, aka CozyAnimeCookie, and we are diving right here into Ambition, a Minute in Power. Now, I am super ecstatic about this game. I've been wanting to play this game for a very, very long time. It's been in my backlog. I remember about a year or 2 years ago of a gameplay of this game, and I felt like it was so fitting since Bridgerton is coming. Now, this game is based off in France, and I know Bridgerton is based in like London, UK type of vibes, but it still gives me those type of vibes. Okay, so let's go ahead and just dive into this game. All right. The carriage rumbles and bounces along the cobbles as you approach Paris. It's taken over a week to get here, even carrying just yourself and your luggage. Your fiancé, Armand, arranged for the carriage to take you from your small village to a tavern he enjoys called the Orphan's Feast. There, he'll meet up with you. You'll likely take dinner together, and then he'll show you to your new home in Paris. For now, though, you've already finished all of your books, and Armand's letter is your only entertainment, other than staring out the window. Okay, so these are the selections that can change the course of the story. I don't know what type of person am I going to be. Am I going to be like a super gossipy person, a very understanding person, or a neutral person? I just know in the courts you have to have some wit and some spice to you. So let's see. Might as well take in the sights. Reading the letter one more time wouldn't hurt. Coachman, let's go. I don't have all day. Where should I go from now? I guess am I being a lover right now? Reading the letter one more time wouldn't hurt. Let's do that. You must have read the brief letter over 100 times, but you always found new details to puzzle over. Armand's letters were often extremely long, a habit you frequently tease him for in your own missives. Chérie Yvette, I know it may be sudden, but I want to invite you to live with me in Paris. Back in your provisional hometown, you were engaged to Armand before he moved north to Paris to participate in the Estates General. He dreamed of changing the country, and this was the political event of the century. You mailed love letters soaked in perfume. He repelled with volumes about how much he misses you. The romance of it all helped make up for the inconvenience. Not that your parents cared much about the romance. At first, you'd been afraid to tell them their youngest daughter wanted to move far away. Instead, they nearly threw you onto the carriage to follow Armand to Paris. While you understood the significant benefits your common family would receive from your marriage into a noble one, you couldn't help but be a little annoyed at their eagerness to see you off. I can't wait for you to see it. It's unlike anything back home, a truly vital place where anyone can be anything. Oh, I do not speak French. Je suis embrassé, Armand? I don't know if I said that right. I'm so sorry if I butchered the language. That was something you were looking forward to, a chance to be something more. After all, Baroness Yvette de Marbeau has a certain ring to it. Coachman, can we pick up the pace, please? Might as well take in the sights. No. After a quiet sigh, the coachman obediently flicks at the reins and the horses up their pace to a brisk trot. See, I don't know if I want to be like the queen from Bridgerton. She was very well endowed of who she was as a person. She never doubted herself. She just doubted the things around her surrounding the king. Like everybody kept his whole situation a secret, and she was too busy trying to figure out him out, but she never had self-doubts of herself. So maybe I want to be the queen from Bridgerton. That's what I want to be. The city blurs by as you quickly make your way towards the Orphan's Feast, the tavern where Armand said he would meet you. As tired and rumpled as you are, you're glad that he arranged to meet you in a place with ample food and wine. When you arrive, the coachman helps you out of the carriage and you find yourself outside a glowing, friendly-looking tavern. My choice. The sign shows a grubby-looking child holding a plate piled high with fresh bread and roasted meat. This must be the place. Here goes nothing. No, this must be the place. Be very assurance of yourself. Oh my. Inside, a woman polishing a lantern looks up at you as you enter, and her face breaks into a bright smile. Bonjour, madame, and welcome to the Orphan's Feast. Her eyes linger expectantly on the door for a moment before settling on you. You're suddenly reminded of how rare it is for a woman to travel by themselves. I gotta be careful so I don't make the wrong choice when I'm clicking through. How may I be of service? She asked. All right. This is my first time here. Is there anything I should know to help me find my fiancé? I'm looking for my fiancé, Baron Armand de Marbeau. Do I want a tutorial? Because I don't want to make mistakes. Let's do the tutorial real quick. Don't worry, while the rest of the city can be rather cutthroat, the Orphan's Feast is a relaxed place for getting your feet under you. The woman puts down the lantern she was polishing. She favors you with a devious smile. Find guests worth talking to and try to say the right things to the right people. You'll never have time to talk to everyone, so try to use your time wisely. I'm sure that if you ask around, you'll be able to find your fiancé in no time. When she puts it that way, it suddenly sounds so easy. While you only have one outfit to your name at the moment, the Orphan's Feast doesn't feel like a particularly judgmental place in terms of fashion. Your credibility won't be shifted by what you're wearing here. As long as you explore the tavern and talk to people, you should be able to find Armand soon enough. All right, so this is our bird's eye view layout. Nice. So I see that's the tavern maiden, and then these are the two gentlemen in the tavern. So who should I talk to? He seems very wise in the face, but he seems very nosy in the eyes. So let's go ahead and talk, because we already talked to her. I want to talk to one of the gentlemen. And a Morris inquiry. While you search for Armand, a handsome young man approaches you. Perhaps he'll be able to help you. Let's see what happens. You look around the unfamiliar tavern, trying to find Armand. Your eyes scan for his chestnut hair, your ears strain to hear the sound of his infectious laugh. Someone clears their throat behind you.
Huh.
You turn around to find yourself face to face with an unfamiliar young man. He's well dressed and handsome enough, but it's the middle of the day and he already smells like 2 bottles of wine. Pardonnez-moi. I don't know. Madame, but I can never ignore the sight of a woman in need, and you appear to be lost. I don't know if I'm going to continue pronouncing the French words. I'm so sorry. I want to. I really do. May I escort you? His smile is broad and cocky. This choice will increase your peril by a small amount. This requires an easy credibility challenge. Oh.
Huh.
Oh, that is
Bleh.
not what I meant at all, and you know it, madam. He replies with surprising venom. Oh, I was too innocent with that. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna survive this. I don't know how I'm gonna survive this. Okay. Oh no, you lost a little credibility. Already you started off bad. Okay, I gotta be a little bit more wittier. Wow, with a wave that is barely as polite as decorum requires, he departs to seek the affection of a different young woman. How rude! Oh, you have a limited amount of turns to talk to each party. Conversing in a room always costs one turn, so choose wisely. I should talk to this man. No, this wasn't the same man. Well, there were only people left. I can't believe I lost some credibility. I should have talked to the maiden. That's who I should have done. Hey. After hours of questioning and searching, it's late in the evening, and you still yet to find Armand. You're not even sure why, but you feel exhausted. Who knew talking to people was such a hard work? Tell me about it. Now that you're warmed up, this may be your chance to finally find out where Armand is.
Huh.
A young woman. You approach a woman who you had spotted glancing your way earlier. I'm looking for my fiancé, Armand. Have you seen him? Pardon me, have you seen the Baron de Marble? My name is Yvette, and I'm looking for someone. Now this one sounds good, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
At the mention of Armand's full title, she laughs nervously. She makes small talk for a brief moment before excusing herself and disappearing into the crowd. The room appears to be emptying out. A gentleman you remember seeing earlier walks by. He might prove a little more useful. Mon cher, a moment of your time. Have you seen my fiancé, the Baron de Marble? Excuse me, can you help a woman in need? Do you know a man named Armand? Oh, this sounds a little good. This sounds polite too. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm saying it. Monsieur. A moment of your time. I'm gonna go with this one. He looks at you, glances over at the woman who you spoke with earlier, and then quickness, his pace as he walks by. The room is emptying out even faster now. You managed to get the attention of another woman. Okay, I see people just ignoring me. She doesn't even slow down before she leaves. All right, I see what's going on here. All right, I see. I gotta be an itch today. After a third person gives you the cold shoulder, you start to wonder what happened. Are you really that out of place? Is it something about Armand? What is going on here? Still, you check around the orphan's feast one last time. There's no sign of Armand, not even an open tab with the tavern keep. Great. After waiting around for a few hours, you leave the orphan's feast, dragging your small mountain of luggage behind you. Oh no. Oh no. After all, the coach was only hired to take you to the tavern? Armand? What the heck? Armand may not have been waiting for you like he said he would, but you memorized his address from all of the times you wrote it on your letters to him. Oh, I am furious for her, even though she is love struck. I don't know if I'm going to continue on this behavior. I don't know. You ain't not about to sit me nowhere with all my luggage and you didn't show up at the spot that you said you was going to show up at. And then on top of that, I got to lug it around this dirt road to your address. How dare thee? It's the middle of the night, but the street is still teeming with life. The light from the windows and the street lamps sparkle like the stars. You're tired and your feet hurt, but still, you can't help but smile. Not me. I'll be sweating, my hair will probably be messed up, makeup probably all dripping down my face, huffing and puffing, and then I'm probably hungry and tired and nope. On top of that, she probably wearing heels too? Oh, and a corset? Oh no. This is it. This is Paris. No matter what happens, you're still here. Oh, we about to play a different route. I forgot all about this at the beginning of this game. Oh no, I am not playing nice. No, I'm about to be an itch for real. Nope. For a brief moment, you're not a country girl dragging luggage through the streets. You're the person you feel that you are when you close your eyes alone. You're overseeing a grand salon surrounded by poets, musicians, scientists, philosophers, and artists. You are elegant, sophisticated, and respected. You're getting close to the address. Armand never described his living conditions much, but he's the son of a baron, and his family was always well-to-do, especially compared to yours. You spent a lot of time in that carriage wondering about the home you'd spend your new life in. Still, you didn't expect this. Oh no. Oh, girl, if you don't take yourself back to your little village, this man is setting you up. Calling the house rustic would imply that you were out in the country, not in the center of a city. The neighborhood is nice enough, but you're worried that if you breathe too hard on the building, it'll fall over. A well-kept woman in the attire of a maid opens the door and approaches you. Like, what money does this man have? Or what bankrupt money that this man has? Girl, you living in a trap house. What is this? Oh, as the great Nene leaks, the ghetto. The ghetto. Ah, bonsoir. I don't know if I said that right. Bonsoir? Bonsoir? I assume you must be Madame Yvette. My name is Camille. Monsieur Armand told me to expect you. Merci, Camille. Please take me to Armand. Is this where he lives? Oh God, rest there. A.M. Yes, this is the line. I am not being nice to Armand. He left me. Oh no. Impossible, madame. I've taken care of all the rats myself. Oh my God, that was a... What? Camille replies, emphasizing her point with a playful stomp on her foot. Oh, Lord have mercy. No. Eyeing her worn shoes, you have a feeling the rats didn't go quietly. Fine. When I'm done, Armand is simply going to wish the rats had eaten him. Thank you, Camille. Do you think Armand's all right? No. At this, Camille takes a deep, nervous breath. I'm afraid to tell you that you'll have to wait, madame. It's been days since I've seen Monsieur Armand. I was hoping that he was with you. So you left this poor woman, probably didn't even pay her, to manage this home. What? Okay. While you're still processing this latest disappointment, Camille seems to notice your mountain of luggage for the first time. Mon Dieu, madame. Mon Dieu? Mon Dieu? Mon Dieu? Madame? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. Should I stop doing that? I want to say it because it's so dramatic. Did you carry all of this yourself? You must be exhausted. She's not wrong. You're not certain how you're still upright and awake right now. I've already made up your bed, madame. Please go inside and let me take care of this. You take your diary and leave the heavy lifting to Camille. The inside of the house isn't much better than the outside. Camille keeps the place tidy, but she can only do so much. Still, you don't care about that right now. You're just happy to have a roof over your head. You flop down on a nearby couch, open your diary, and start to write. You're tired, disappointed, and perhaps abandoned. By writing things down always helps you make sense of a situation. Oh, we're definitely gonna have to make sense of this. Like, what the heck? I -5 credibility, really? Okay, we're gonna have to change that. I'm gonna have to start being mean because those people were mean, so I need to be mean. I gotta pull out mean leash, which I haven't pulled out in like 15 to 17 years. I've been too nice lately. This one is gonna make me mean. That sounds funny saying that. Early the next morning, Camille approaches you, occasionally wringing her apron with her hands. She's obviously nervous. Madame, there's something you should know. Taking a deep breath, she continues. You're expected to attend a party the day after tomorrow, held by one Viscountess. Why can I not say this? I heard this word before. Viscountess. There you go. Oh my gosh. Viscountess Marcel de Foix. I mean, Armand replied to the invitation, but you were to be his date. Splendid! A party! But why didn't you tell me sooner? What do you know about the Viscountess de Foix? Oh, yes. I need the juice.
Huh.
I'm sorry, madame, but Viscountess, it just felt above my station, so I tried not to pay attention whenever she came up. Camille replies with a shrug. Tell me something. I know that she never visited the house. Monsieur Armand seemed to like her, but from what I could tell, she was a little... how do I put this? Judgmental. She was a little very judgmental. I hope that helps, madame. Camille, why didn't you tell me about this invitation sooner? Well, I was sleeping tired. No, yeah, why didn't you tell me this was sooner? Camille looks nervously at the ground for a second, wringing her apron in her hands again. Well, after I told you about Monsieur Armand's absence, he seemed upset. I felt like the last thing I should do was give you an obligation, right after bad news. Fortunately, the bad news was yesterday. Yeah, fortunately. That reminds me, Camille exclaims, if you're going to a party, you should probably make sure you're dressed appropriately. Fashion moves so quickly here that people retire outfits before they even wear out. At this proclamation, you can't help but notice that Camille's uniform has been repaired many, many times. Yes, if you're going to be my maid in waiting, you need to dress the part. Ugh. Camille continues. Monsieur Armand was always going through clothes so quickly. He said that every outfit had a certain amount of novelty. Every time you wore them to a party, the novelty would go down a bit. In fact, even a little thing like wearing the same thing twice in a row could run the novelty out faster. Can you imagine? Fortunately, he knew the most delightful clothier on Rue de Faubourg Saint-Honoré. Honoré. Yeah, Saint Honoré. She couldn't. This is gonna be like this whole time, y'all. I don't know how else to tell you. I'm trying. She runs a shop called Le Petit Mogul. I'll draw you some directions. Immediately, she starts sketching some directions, mostly just simple renderings of local landmarks. Le Petit Mogul is now available to visit in the Paris map. If you head out today, you should be well prepared for the party tomorrow night. Sounds good to me. Alright, you gain a level of exhaustion by attending a party. Any levels of exhaustion that you have at the start of a party are rendezvous? Will give you a penalty to your credibility. Worry not, for you'll discover ways to reduce your exhaustion soon. Okay. Well, can I explore Paris? I mean, Camilla's sweet. I'm not going to be too mean to her. She is a really sweetheart. I would love to give her a new maid's outfit so she can look even splendid. Yeah, that'll be nice. It's a long walk to Rue du Faubourg. Is it Faubourg Saint Honore? But the trek to the narrow street is worth it. Every block comes with a vibrant energy, bursting with life. Porters and social climbers wind their way through the streets, festooned with brightly colored parasols. Parasols. I want a cute parasol. I remember at Disney, they probably still sell them at the New Orleans area where Tiana is at. Well, now where Tiana and Pirates of the Caribbean's at in California is Disney. I mean, Disney World also has like that type of area too, but I don't know. I grew up with the California one. What can I say? I'm a nostalgia girl. Paris may be a city swimming in fashion and finery, but this is the source. The street is home to all the major fashion houses in the country and to Rose Burton, personal dressmaker to the queen herself. Ooh, okay. I'm getting finery. And now you're here, back home. They sigh and dream of places like this, then quietly get back to their little lives. Not you. Your circumstances may be less than ideal, but you're still here. Le Petit Mogul, you mumble to yourself idly, trying to make sure you remember the name of the shop. Eventually, you find a small boutique tucked between some fair grandeur buildings. You open the door and walk into the tiny shop, which seems even smaller due to how absolutely full it is. This isn't just a boutique, it's a workshop for whoever works here. Rolls of gorgeous fabric cover every available surface. A cloying smoke hangs in the air. The scent is pleasant, but wholly unfamiliar. As soon as the door swings shut behind you, you hear a sudden rustling of fabric further in the store. A customer? Hamadula? Ooh, a surprisingly young voice calls out. Ah, Fatima! Bonjour, madame, and welcome to Le Petit Mogul. A woman, presumably the owner, calls out to you. How may I help you? Okay, I have an important party soon, and I need to look amazing. All of this is so new. What can you tell me about outfits and fashion? What is that smell? Tisk tisk. We don't do that. She seems kind enough, but I keep doubting myself. But anywho.
Ah.
Her eyes light up. Madam, you have come to the right place. Thank you, Fatima! Yeah. Okay, so for this event, we need something. This party is being held. What do I need for this event? Hold on. I probably should have did a tutorial. Oh well. Crown. Oh. I only have 100. Boo. Oh no. That's like an outing outfit. This is royalty. This is outing. Royalty. Outing. Oh, this is another outing outfit. This is like, oh, military. It tells me right there. I should know. Oh, and this is modest for the church. Got it. This is another military. Oh, two different military outfits. I kind of like the purple one better. And then this, oh, -16. This is a revolutionary outfit. 161. Why do I have more money? Can I buy it on credit? Can I buy it on credit? Let me buy it on credit. Please give me it on credit. This is not cute. Can I sell something? What does this give me? If I sell it, can I like buy it back later? I'm selling it. Oh, I can't sell it? I can't sell the clothes off my back. Great. Great. Okay. I can't afford nothing in this shop. Well, I can afford this. 1 for the crown. Oh. This is 7 for the crown and for the military. Wait, if this is 75, this is 76. How many days do I have until the event? I didn't even take a look at the... I want you. I can't afford anything here. Did this cheapskate give me any money? You awaken to the vision of the sunlight filtering through the shutters, scattering sunbeams across this dusty bedroom. It takes a few minutes before you groggily remember the events that brought you here. You also remember that tonight you have a party to attend. Camille enters your bedroom, already full of cheer. If this is as important as the invitation makes it seem, I should start preparing now. Not yet, Camille. I still have some things that I need to take care of today. Camille winces at this statement and looks at the floor. I don't know how to tell you this, madame, but party preparations for a woman for your station usually take all day. On days where you have a party, you won't really have time to spend exploring Paris. Once you go to your wardrobe, we can get started. It would have been nice to have just an extra 11 pounds, just so I can have that money. Don't worry, madame. A glamorous woman like yourself is sure to catch on quickly. No, I don't want to go to the party. Can I just skip it? Can I skip it? I don't have... Fine. I don't want to go to the party. I'm not cute. How do you set me up to go to a party and I can't even afford a dress? I'm not happy right now. Can I ignore it? Whatever. Let's just do it. I hate the way that I look right now. Cheap husband. When your carriage drops you off at the party, you find yourself waiting in line for quite some time. Looking at the other guests, you wonder if you're underdressed or overdressed. It's honestly hard to tell. No, you're underdressed. While trying to determine whether you're underdressed or overdressed, you pause to consider how well rested you feel. Unfortunately, you can feel exhausted setting as soon as you think of the full itinerary ahead of you. Tonight is going to be a long night. What? You look over yourself one last time and confirm that you're wearing your provisional outfit to a party being held by the crown. The guests have no strong feelings on your outfit, and your credibility has not changed much. With preparations like this, the results of tonight could be a toss-up. While you're determining your standing in the world of fashion, you manage to overhear an interesting rumor while in line. You make a mental note of it, just in case. You have gained a piece of cheap crown gossip. This will be useful later. Immediately Immediately upon entering the vestibule, you're greeted. No, excuse me. You're greeted by a doorman holding a small ledger. While he isn't physically bearing your entry, his manner certainly is.
Huh.
Name, madame? He asked expectantly. Oh, Baron Armand de Marbo. Yes. The valet looks shocked. Baron, why are you dressed? A moment later, he composes himself. Ah, I see. You are the Baron's date. My apologies. Is there anything I can get you? Please convey my deepest gratitude to our hostess and that I'm eager to meet her. Oh, ooh. Would you be able to take this gift of wine to our hostess? I mean, it's only, well, I don't know if that's okay to do with the queen, a gift to the queen. Like, I don't, bearing gifts seems very humble, I'm assuming. She's kind of, I ain't giving her nothing. Oi, oi, madame. I shall make sure that the Viscountess hears of it myself. You hear some murmurs from other guests in the vestibule. Your gratitude and enthusiasm seem to have made an impression on them, though the doorman seems rather unfazed. Dang. Should have went with my first instinct. Ah, my credibility finally went up. You have gained a little credibility. Thank goodness. Before you can ask any other question, he bows deeply you to you. Pardonnez moi, madame. I'm gonna learn these words. Viscountess de Fuchs instructed me specifically to inform her as soon as you had arrived. We heard so much about you. Oh, that snarly looking face tells me all. Enjoy the party, he says with a smile before leaving. Oh, I feel so, that's how I feel. I feel so, I remember dudes from the bar, so no thank you. And I remember this lady from the bar as well. This gentleman as well. But I might as well get some more gossip from the ladies. A pair of ladies are whispering amongst themselves about some rumor concerning the family of His Majesty, King Louis. That information could be useful later. Yep. You approach a pair of women who are already in the midst of conversation. Speaking quickly in low voices, they don't seem to have noticed you. It's been days since the Queen has made any official appearances at Versailles. The woman fiercely whispers to the other. It is said that the Delphine... Oh, did I say that right? Delphine's health is worsening, and she spends every minute by his side. Yeah, the Delphine. I knew that off the top of my head. It didn't even have to question. Well, I questioned it a little bit. Your ears perk up at this. The Queen's eldest son is only 7 years old, but he's been afflicted with consumption for years now. Rumors don't have much value, but if there's some evidence to this claim, then this could be valuable gossip indeed.
Huh.
He's overcome the condition before. Perhaps he'll do it again. Pardonnons, moi. But I heard you mention consumption. My brother suffered from it too. I kind of want to eavesdrop. I really do. I want to eavesdrop. That's what we're gonna do. You sip your wine and pretend to be admiring a nearby vase while keeping your ears perked up and focused on the women's conversation. They don't seem to suspect a thing. I'm not sure, so sure. A handmaiden told me that the Queen privately vowed not to leave her son's side until he slept through the night, but she's been with him for over a week. He's waking up in fits of coughing. about specific details. Lives in the balance. Lives in the balance? Now, that's what makes good gossip. You have gained a piece of cheap crown gossip. This will be useful later. You listen to them go back and forth for a little while, and you hungrily soak up all the details to this story that you can. Eventually, you realize that you've been admiring this face for a suspicious amount of time. Oh, I'm sorry. Did we interrupt something? One of them asked, arching a single eyebrow imposingly.
Ah,
I think this conversation would be best to be continued somewhere more discreet. The other woman the other woman intimate to her companion. Oh my goodness. Ugh, I got interrupted. Now I'm losing my mojo. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. Dang, Peril goes up 2 times faster than credibility. I don't care. They disappear off into a different corner of the party. I just don't want to get it overly too big. I don't want nothing bad to happen. They disappear off into a different corner of the party, judging you all the way. There was Viscountess. Countess? Why do I keep wanting to say Countess? Let's go. Here we go, talking to this lady. She's mean. She's real mean. I gotta make sure I got my game on with this one. Yeah, this one. You nearly mistaken the woman standing in front of you for some kind of walking confection. A pampered dog lounges in her arms. I don't believe we had the chance to properly introduce ourselves. I am Viscountess Marcel de Forks. What?
aha.
Her voice raises in value impeccably, but it's enough to draw the attention of the large crowd in the room. Everyone, this is Yvette, Armand's fiancée. A murmur of interest washes through the crowd, and you can feel their eyes focused on you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad to see you. Armand, that ambitious little thing, has told me so much about you. In fact, I say that he's quite infatuated with you. A common girl like yourself. You're so lucky. Oh, what an itch. She called me common. I mean, it's true, I am common, but... Where's Armand, by the way? That's actually what I was hoping to find out. Do you know where I can find him? Poor Armand is ill at the moment, but he just insisted that I attend the party.
Ah,
Oh, really? And he insisted. Marcel trills in her dog's yips happily. Ugh, that dog is ferocious.
aha.
Well, I'm so glad you're here, and I'm sure that he'll be well soon. I mean, that's because we both know Armand's not sick. I should have known. Dang. Nobody's heard from your cowardly fiancé in weeks, which is especially surprising since he could never stop pestering his betters. Oh, I was caught in a lie, y'all. Dang, I am not good at this. The crowd, which only seems to be growing, murmurs in agreement. In fact, it's been so long that I thought I was rid of him once and for all. Oh, okay. But now I have his cast-off fiancé, who even had the audacity to lie to my face. Okay. I guess this means you don't know where he is either. Why did you invite me here? I may be audacious, but at least I know how to treat my guests. I might as well dig deeper into it. No point now. For a moment, the crowd hushes. You seem to have struck a nerve. Even the dog looks a little undone. I suppose that when cornered, even a rat will think it's a lion. Marcel whispers, her voice like ice. Oh. Ooh, nice one. Ooh, nice one. Ooh. Okay.
Hmm.
She advances on you, close enough to feel the heat of her breath. Let me be clear. You and your grasping, treacherous fiance are not guests in my home, nor will you ever be. I invited him here so I can express my displeasure to him in person. Now pay attention, because I hate for you to miss the point. If you should ever find your wandering Armand, tell him that he is an unwelcome, conniving weasel. In fact, both of you should go back to your petty little village and leave Paris to your superiors. Marcel studies your face intently for a moment, and her voice suddenly fills with concern. Oh, you poor girl. You don't look so hurt. Think of this as educational. You don't belong in Paris, the same way that a stray cat doesn't belong in that dress. She gestures dismissively at your finery. Ooh. Oh, yes, this is going to be fun. Oh, trying to look like us? Actually, no. Act like us? Stop. You're just embarrassing yourself. Now leave my estate and never show your face here again. Oh, that's fine. Before you can reply, a valet grabs you roughly by the arm and drags you from the room. People like Viscountess de Fox don't need to do their own dirty work. They have servants for it. It takes far longer than you'd like to get outside, as the entryway is crowded with guests preparing to leave. You can feel their eyes weighing heavily on you. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. When you finally get to the door, you feel a brutish shove, and you stumble out into the courtyard, barely keeping your balance in your heels. The area is equally crowded, with various persons entering their personal carriages. You can hear somebody snicker, but you have no idea who it is. The only thing left to do is go home. It's fine by me. My face was the only pretty thing in that gaudy house anyways. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go down this route. Boiling over with anger, you turn and rain. Oh, no, I'm gonna start this over. Boiling over with anger, you turn and rain insults upon the house, upon the host, even upon her dog. In fact, you consider throwing your shoe through one of their windows before you remember how much you like that shoe. It's then that you notice that several of the carriages have stopped just to watch your display. Scanning the faces of your new audience, you see the glaring, unamused faces of the various party guests. Your views on Marcel and the crown in general have not gone unnoticed. The coachmen and valets, on the other hand, think you're hilarious. I gained favor. Oh, okay. You have lost some favor with members of the crown. That's fair. You have gained some favor with the members of the revolution. Awesome. You'll meet these people later. Okay. You nod to the more appreciative members of your audience before leaving towards your own carriage. When you arrive at the place where your carriage is parked, you quickly find out that it isn't. It's gone. You check to make sure that you're in the right place, but to no avail. The carriage you hired is simply not there. He went home? The passing coachman says healthfully, while adjusting the harness on his particularly, oh my goodness, I need water. That's what's going on. While adjusting the harness on a particularly grumpy horse, Dorman came out about an hour ago and told him you wanted the coach to leave without you. What? Why would he say that? Seemed real important, so he went home. Before you can even respond, he gets his carriage moving, leaving you alone with yet another indignity. Going back to Marcel is obviously unacceptable. It's too far to walk home, and most of the other guests have already left. However, there appear to be three other carriages waiting to leave, each of them quite different. Perhaps one of them can help? Inspect the humble carriage, inspect the bold carriage. Extravaganza! Extravaganza, extravagance. Oh, who do I want to choose? I like extravagant. I don't want to be humble. Oh no. I'm extravagant. I want to choose this. The carriage to your right is richly decorated, yet somber. Swags of black crepe hang from the roof of the carriage, leaving only glimmers of the gold underneath. The decidedly feminine bent of the decorations indicates that the occupant is a woman, but all of the black suggests that she's in mourning. Love that. Definitely want to go. You consider the extravagant carriage for a moment. Is this who you'd like to ride with? A wealthy widow helping a lost soul in need? It works in the books. Let's go. Yes, I do. I want to go with this one. Settle in your decision, you set out, ready to entrust your fortune to a mysterious stranger. The coachman pays you no heed as you approach the sumptuously decorated carriage. Normally, you find yourself to be quite fearless in social situations, but something about this whole scenario gives you pause. Should you knock on the door, call out. You've heard that courtiers in Versailles grow out one of their fingernails. Oh, so they can scratch on the door as it's considered less disruptive. Hey! Fingernail scratch. Locked in this cycle of indecision, you curse the fact that you cut your nails this morning. Oh. What seems to be troubling you, madame? Calls out a voice from inside the carriage. Oh. May I bother you for a ride home? My carriage left without me. Madame, my fiancé is lost. Our host denounced me and my carriage is gone. Can you help me? That's a bit dramatic, and I want to do this. I want to do this. That is just so dramatic. Madame, my fiancé is lost. Our host denounced me, and my carriage is gone. Can you help me? Yep.
Ah.
How tragic, replies to the voice with a trace of amusement. What kind of person would I be if I didn't take pity on such a helpless soul? Renee, the door, please. With that, Renee, the coachman, hops down from his box and opens the door for you. He wears the same colorful livery of most servants, but it's adorned with a black badge on his breast. You squint to peer at the woman inside, but to no avail. Between the swags of black crepe obscuring the windows and the lack of lanterns within the carriage, the entire inside is shrouded in gloom. A delicate, pale hand reaches out from the darkness to you. You take her hand and step inside. Well, after a few seconds, your eyes adjust to those shadows and you see the woman in front of you. She's older than yourself, but still younger than you expect. Dressed in luxurious morning clothes, she reclines easily in her seat, clutching a fine glass filled with water. Water? Something I need. My name is Honorade. What should I call you, madame? Decox, Yvette, Decox. Just Yvette. Still vos palette? I don't know what that means. Oh, I want to look that up. I think I am. I'll probably look it up later. I'm gonna look up a lot of French words later because I want to make sure I'm saying these words correctly. I'm learning a little French in this game. Hey, I'm gonna say Decox, Yvette Decox. It's a pleasure to meet you, Yvette Decox. Decox, Decox, Decox. Yeah. Shall we be off? She knocks delicately on the roof of a compartment, the roof compartment, and with a clean crack of the coachman's whip, the carriage makes way towards Paris. Well, I saw you a few times during the party tonight, and I know that you're new to Paris. We never had a chance to properly introduce ourselves. However, I did manage to hear about your most unfortunate run-in with our host. Why were they so dreadfully cruel to you? Apparently, they're enemies with my lost fiancé and wanted to snub him by berating me. Honoré doesn't speak for a while, instead choosing to stare into her glass of water with an expression of surprise and disgust. How vile, she replies. To find a person who has been beset by such great misfortune, then to mistreat them so, just to posture among one's cohorts? That is truly despicable.
Aha!
You must be quite strong to endure such dreadful treatment. I like this lady. Look at her sly little look. And a little twinkle in her eye. Oh, she knows things. A lot of things. I need to make sure I be friends with this woman. She examines you intently while she sips her water. I assume you are already planning your revenge, no? I know I would be. Ooh, she's messy too. She's a messy queen. Hey! After a long silence, Honoré leans over to the window and looks out through one of the few spots not obscured by black crepe. Now, I'm sure you already know just how dangerous it is to accept rides home from strangers. We could be going anywhere right now, and you wouldn't even know it. Honestly, going anywhere than that dreadful home is even better. You are slightly uncomfortable, probably because she's making a good point. You stop to wonder if you'd be any good at leaping from a moving carriage. Honoré interrupts your train of thought. But of course, the best way to fix that is by not being strangers. Ask me some questions so you may properly judge my character. Please indulge me. What would you like to know? How did you know our host? Would you believe that I don't? Not really, at least. She chuckles into her glass before taking a leisurely sip. Of course, now that I know what they did to you, I have no intention of getting to know that conniving wretch at all. Until a few years ago, I was actually quite the homebody. My husband's textile mills made more than enough money for me to live a life of leisure, which he was happy to let me do, though I'm sure he was frustrated by my unwillingness to attend all the big parties his clients would throw. Crowds don't really suit me, you see. I prefer more intimate gatherings. However, when Charles passed, I kept getting invitations. He had so many friends, and I hated the idea of letting him down more than the idea of being in a room filled with people I don't care about. So I started going. Listen to me. That was certainly more than you asked for. Now, what about you? What made you want to come to Paris? I came here because I'll do anything for love. Girl, no. After what Armand has done, no. You came here for money and power and wealth. Let's be real. I was sick of my life in the country. I wanted to get away. I'd always dreamed of being in Paris. It's a city at the center of the world. Oh my goodness. It must have been quite an awful, stifling place to make you run halfway across the country to be here. Then again, you wouldn't be the first. Perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself, but I imagine the next question you'll ask me is how long have I been in mourning for? No? She's not wrong. She sighs. That is a reasonable question, though not one I like answering. You see, as of last week, it's been 2.5 years. You maintain a neutral expression, but you can't help but dwell on the fact that 2.5 years is far longer than any prescribed period of mourning. You've heard of widows wearing a black weeper on their gowns for a few months longer than most, but this is something else entirely. Honestly, I feel her on wearing that black because it's a lot more easier to move around and besides looking like a made up birthday cake. You're very polite. Most, when they hear that, take it upon themselves to chide me for my breach of decency. What do you think? Is 2.5 years too long to mourn for lost love? No, actually not. Not unless you really love the person that you were with. One should take as long as they like, but they can't do it forever. Mourning has a set length for a reason. Life is for the living. There's something romantic about casting aside decency for the sake of grief.
Haha.
I think so too, Honorate replies, her lips twisting up into a devilish smile. How can we say that we love someone if we're not willing to defy the rules of decency to do it? I got some more praise from her, Madame Giselle. We yearn for a beloved that would do anything for us, and us for them, yet the moment we see a pair of lovers actually behaving this way, we tell them that they're sick or wicked. I'm glad to know you haven't fallen into that little trap yourself. The journey to your home in Paris lasts for a long time, but it doesn't feel that way. Honoré plays the part of hostess wonderfully, always managing to guide the conversation in a satisfying direction. Unlike so many other of the persons you've met in Paris, she seems completely uninterested in polite small talk, focusing instead on more interesting subjects. Love and loss, passion and transgressions. You barely notice it when the carriage arrives at your home. Without interrupting you, Honoré signals to Renee. The coachman silently hops from his box at the head of the carriage and opens your door for you. Honoré offers her hand to help you up as you get out of your seat. When you take her hand, you find yourself looking into her eyes. Yvette, may I ask you to do something for me? And what would that be? When I introduced myself earlier, I told you to call me Honoré. However, now that I've spoken with you a little more, I've had a change of heart. I would much prefer you called me Madame Giselle when you address me. Would you be comfortable with that? Yes, Madame Giselle. Marvelous. She helps you down from the carriage and into the street in front of your house. Hopefully, we shall meet again soon. Bonne nuit. I don't know how to say that word. Yvette. She says to you before Renee closes the carriage door. Soon, with a crack of his whip overhead, the coachman spurs the horses into action, and the carriage winds through the streets and disappears into the night. Yes, I got more praise from Madame Giselle. She's going to be a very fruitful person because her husband owned a textile mill. And what do most women go to? They go shopping, but what do they need to do in order to go shopping? They need the fabric, textiles, fabric, gossip, knowledge. You turn to your home and see that Camille is already there, holding the door open for you. Who is that? She asks. A very intriguing woman. One that I'm hoping to see more of. I like this answer. A wealthy widow with a fondness for helping strangers. She's kind in her own way. Nah, I like this one. Your mind brimming with new possibilities. You step inside and head upstairs. Slowly, you get undressed and open your journal to record exactly what transpired tonight. Jeez, I gained more peril than credibility tonight. Oh, but that will change. That shall change. Chapter 1, establishing oneself. Boom. All right, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a hard stop here. When we come back, we'll go into chapter 1. I think that was prologue, right? We just finished prologue. So we'll dive into chapter 1 when we come back. I hope you have been enjoying this as much as I have. And I'm gonna work on my French, try to pronounce the words, but I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, night, or whenever you see this video. Comment down below, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. All right, bye.